All right, y'all, what's up? This is Shots Fired, episode 8, Rock Bottom. And I want to apologize for me being super late again, because this was the episode from last week. So if you watched last week's episode, this is last week's episode. But, you know, y'all already know my computer issues and problems. I tried to record it yesterday, and it's so fucking hot that my phone overheated, so I got the air blasting, so hopefully that's not making a lot of noise. Okay, but anyway, let's say if I can get this while I'm driving, because I do have notes, but I'm driving, so I ain't supposed to be reading this shit. So I might be like boop, doing that a whole lot. So Ashe is sitting in the room in the dark crying, got the gun in her hand, she like tapping her head, and I'm thinking, oh my god, my boo is suicidal. What is going on with your Ashe? What's going on? Well, she's thinking, and all of a sudden, you know, her senses come to her. So she goes into the other room and tries to stash the gun away. This is the room where they keep all their like investigative information and stuff. And she tried to stash the gun away in the drawer. While she in there stashing the gun away, some motherfucker jump out of her. Like, what the hell? They jump out, push up against the wall, knock her down to the ground, knock her gun away, hit her upside, climb her upside the head. I think she got a bruise on her face too. I'm like, what is really going on, right? So just after he busts out the room, and just seconds after he busts out the room, here comes Preston. I'm like, no, it couldn't be Preston. Preston couldn't got undressed that fast, could he? But I'm like, okay, what the fuck is going on down here, baby? Somebody drag racing. He gonna run a light? Did he run it? He didn't run it. You did all that drag racing to stop at a red light, you dumbass. Okay, so Preston comes in like, oh dang, you know what happened? She's like, this was a professional hit. Ashe think everything is a professional hit, but she's like, you know, we just told Platt about the video. There's a video that surfaced about how Beck interacted with Jesse and Jesse's shooting, and it's on Jesse's phone. She said, we just showed it to Platt. I don't think this is coincidence. He like, you know, we got information about the tours in here. We got the video. We got a few things. You know, it could be anything that they were after. She's like, whatever it was, he was a professional. That's all that I'm certain of. Okay. So Preston is like, you know, both of our cases is really blowing up in our face right now. We only got 5 days left before this new team comes in, and you know, we got to get it cracking. We got to get it popping. Let me stop right here for a second. Somebody had tweeted that the show Shots Fired had been canceled because they looked at all the TV shows that had been renewed on Fox, and Shots Fired didn't make the list. So now Lathan came on and said, no, we were not canceled. This was only supposed to be a mini-series, a 10-part mini-series to begin with. There was no intention of making this a regular TV series. That was not my understanding when I started hearing about this show coming out. I thought that this was going to be a new TV series. It's starting with the case in North Carolina, which, you know, closely ties into Ferguson. But apparently this 10 episodes is it. After this, you will not get any more Shots Fired. And I'm like deeply saddened by that for a couple reasons. One is really shallow. How many fine ass black men are on this show? I mean, my God. Sound like Takatua right now. Oh my goodness. I said, oh my God. I love when he said that. My God. But two, there are so many different stories around the nation that the Blythewoods could like tie in here, you know what I'm saying? Because the DOJ was called in. I know it's not the same DOJ officers called in every time, but still, y'all could have played on that. This is TV. Like, man, especially the Sandra Bland case. Do we understand how much corruption was in that goddamn town? The case with the little white motherfucker who shot up the church in Georgia. Was that North Carolina? No, that was Georgia. That was North Carolina too. Or South Carolina. Charleston. In Charleston. I can't remember the little white boy name. I just choose not to remember it. but the one who said he went to the church to pray with them and then he killed up the 9 people in the church. There's so many cases that they could develop. I'm gonna have to tag the Blythewoods. Y'all need to get on that, and y'all can make shots fired like an ongoing thing. That's what I thought. Okay, but let's get back to it. So Ashe and Preston go to question Pastor Janae. But before they do that, Shamika is out at the bus stop looking for Sean. She just woke up and she realized Sean ain't came home. So now she realized he done ran away. He done ran off, you know. So she's at the bus stop and the lady is like, no, we haven't seen him. This little girl's like, you know what? We see him, I'm gonna find you, Miss Campbell. We know where you live. She say, I'm gonna go up to the church and talk to them at the church, see what's going on. And the girl is like, you must not have heard. Pastor Janae got locked up last night. I said, what you mean he got locked up? Baby, she got locked up for killing your boy. And Shamika's looking like, what? But not really. You know, she looks surprised, but not really, okay? I think surprised that she just didn't know. So Ashe and Preston go in to go question Pastor Janae about her connection with the Joey Campbell shooting, because like say last episode they claimed that they found the gun on her property and this was the gun that's killed Joey Campbell. So Ashe walked in like, hey boo, how you doing? She like, shit, I'm sitting here counting all these civil rights violations that are happening. I'm on number 45 right now. I don't know if she said 45 or not, but that would have been awesome if she said 45. Special message. Since, you know, y'all president named number 45 and he's, you know, negative in my light. So, she basically said, you know, it's a setup. Y'all know how police are started down here in the South. It was to control slaves, to control black people, to be able to harass us in any way and keep us in check in the line. They trying to control me. That's all this is right now. It's just more modern day slavery. Y'all trying to control me. That's what they trying to do. Ashley's like, why the hell would they be trying to put a body on you instead of some old random person? She say, you know, they trying to take me down. That's all it is. So, Ashe questions her about her involvement with beating Joey's ass and having the hands lay hands on him. And she tell her, look, his mom ain't had no problem with the way I talk to him. No problem with the way I handle him. But her lawyer, who was fine too, told her, don't say nothing else. Don't say nothing else. So Ashe and Preston leave about the joint. And when they do, the hands roll up on them. And the dude who approached her, the main dude, I swear his toughness was so not real for me. It just, boy, you ain't hard. But he rolled up like, you know, they trying to bring her down. They trying to take her out. You know what? He told Ashe to stay woke. I'm here to tell y'all motherfuckers have used the term stay woke so bad. It's like telling a motherfucker I love you that you really don't love. That y'all have lost its meaning. The same as with Black Lives Matter. Y'all use that for every motherfucking thing that y'all have lost the original context of what that means. To tell them motherfuckers stay woke right now to me is funny. It's saying stay woke to me right now in this moment is being sarcastic. But people still use it, stay woke, stay woke. I'm like, what the fuck are you staying woke for if you're not doing something while you're awake? I wake up every goddamn morning and I lay in the bed. I'm woke. But I ain't got up and did a motherfucking thing. Fuck stay woke. Take some action. Fight back. That's where I'm at. But okay, let's move on. His old wannabe toughness. He wasn't hardly tough. Honestly, I'm trying to get through this because I'm driving to work. All right. Let's see. All right, so from there, Ashe and Preston go over to Shamika's. It's like, she's like, yeah, I heard she got locked up. And they're like, well, you don't act surprised. She said, look here, I told Pastor Janae to handle my boy Joy because he was out there slanging. Do what you gotta do. He came home roughed up. I didn't say nothing about it. She put him on a straight and narrow, made him some promises about college, but for some reason he backslid again and started acting out again, so I called her up again, right? So if Pastor Janae had anything to do with my boy's death, then the blood is on my hands, because I told her to handle that shit by any means necessary. So that's how Shamika is feeling. And she's like, so now I done lost 2 sons. So this is when Ashe and Preston learned that Sean is running away too. And they're like, oh shit, now we got to keep a lookout for his ass as well. You know, because she said, you know, he blamed me for losing Joey. That's how I feel about the situation. And it's kind of sad and ironic, because Sean feels like his mama is trying to make him take the place of Joey. Yeah, we get to that a little later. So go over to Carrie. Carrie's at her mama's house, and her mama like, girl, what the hell are you doing here? She's like, I needed a break from my husband. It's too much going on. It's stressing me the hell out. Mama say, look here, you don't take a break. When you take a break, you put his ass on the couch. You don't leave out your fucking house. That ain't what we do. Been married to your husband, my daddy, get that 31 years, honey. Take my advice. And she was like, you know how much stress this is putting on me? She said, this ain't about you, bro. This ain't about you. This is him. You got men and women out here judging your husband's heart. You know his heart. And he feel like now he losing you too. I was like, all right, mama. I love Lorraine Toussaint. I hope that's how you pronounce her last name. I love her as an actress though. Oh my God, I love to see her on screen. She is another, when I see her and Viola Davis, I always think we'll play in a movie together. If they have, I need to find it. I love to see them 2 women on screen. Okay. But she goes, hey, my mom almost at work and I ain't even halfway done. She goes to, she tells her, Carrie's like, you know, we haven't even talked about it. She said, well, talk about what? She's talking about whether or not he killed that boy. She said, baby, honey, baby child, don't you dare ask that man if he killed that boy. Don't put no seed of doubt in his head from you. You know within your heart whether or not he would do something like that. Do you feel like he did it? She said, no. She said, don't you dare ask him. That's just like it's just like you accusing him of doing it. Don't ask him a damn thing. I was like, all right, mama, drop that wisdom. Drop that wisdom. Well, Beck rolls up, and the kids are so happy to see Pops. He rolls up, and it's only been overnight, you know, but still, just like that separation, especially when you have such a strong bond like that, you don't want to be separated at all. And Carrie and Josh make amends, and you know, she don't bring it on back home. I am not going to finish this video before I get to work. Let's see. I'm gonna have to use my daughter's laptop and try to piece this together then. So Ashe and Preston go to Josh's crib and question him about the contents of the video, and they want him to, you know, confess about what really happened. And his lawyer, who is fine also, says, show us the evidence. And like, I ain't trying to hear you. And they both sit there and they look at each other. They ain't gonna show him the evidence. They just tell him, look, we got information, we got proof that what you told us didn't really happen. And he was like, man, they bluffing. I ain't trying to hear that. Y'all, I'm done with this whole thing. Ashe get up and like, look up, boy, I don't play. I don't bluff. She tell him everything that she knows about that video. And he looking like, what the fuck? Yeah. I ain't gonna still ain't gonna admit it. But she knows something, so they got something. So Ashe and Preston go ahead and roll up off the joint, right? So next they show Ashe and Preston, they hashing it out over the evidence. They going toe to toe about what they believe the evidence is. She is so dead set on it being Pastor Janae, because that's their strongest lead right now, because everything is going back to them. So Ashe says, you know what, I need to get that motherfucking gun. Let's get that gun. Ashe and Preston rolls up in the joint and tells Platt, we need the gun. Platt first like, no, not until we get done testing it. They like, no, we need it now. Unhand that shit. And he was like, well, the numbers were filed off, you know. So she gets the gun, and she's like, you know, a lot of work that I did before down in the Mexican cartel, we know how to retrieve numbers that have been shaded off. You know, they layers deep, so I got the right person for it. She ends up having to call on Hobby, you know, the old ex-husband. And after, you know, some tension, some pushback, Hobby said, go ahead and send that shit to me. I got you. But please believe, baby girl, we are not friends. I need you to understand that shit. I was like, well. So Caleb is patrolling the tours. Or gate station. He over there on the patrol. Breeland and them just sat down and said, you know, now that everything is died down, everything is good, we done caught the captor. We need to get some money. We need to make this money. So y'all need to pull over everything walking. If the motherfucker chewing bubble gum too loud, pull them over. If they walking too close to the curb, pull them over. If they sneeze without covering their mouth, pull them the fuck over and give their ass a ticket. We need to get this money. So Caleb's sitting over there in the hood, and this dude rolled up to the stop sign. Before he make the turn, he turned a signal on, and then he go ahead and make the turn. Now Keena was like, oh, here's because he pulled out into the pedestrian and just past the white lines. Well, no white lines, but in St. Louis they do that. You pull across the white line, they consider that you killed a pedestrian. You can get some points off on your driver's test if you didn't know that. But now he tells him that he needs to signal at least 100 feet before the stop. That's why he giving him an $150 ticket. And I'm like, what the fuck? Dude is like, come on, bro. I already got one ticket I can't afford to pay. Now you gonna add this next one on me? I'm gonna have a warrant and all kind of shit gonna be fucked up. Then you just give a brother a break. Caleb was like, nah, can't do so. No, can't do. So he not giving him a break. And I was thinking, these motherfuckers here, this shit done happened to me before too. I was driving out and coming off the street. Now there is a left turn lane. I'm in the left turn lane. It's 1 o'clock in the morning. I am the only one on the street in the traffic. I'm sitting here. I wait till the light change. I wait till the arrow come. And when it turn, I turn. I got pulled over for not putting on a signal. Who the fuck am I signaling for? There was nobody behind me, left or right of me. And the officer was sitting off in the cut over in the woods. So I didn't even see him. But I got pulled over for not turning on my signal. But there was no street across. It was like a T street, right? I'm sitting here, cross street. And the officer was sitting off in the cut down the road. And he said I didn't signal. And I'm thinking, what the fuck? I don't even know if I signaled. It was 1 o'clock in the goddamn morning, for real. But yeah, I got like a $200-something ticket for that shit. Alright, y'all, I'm gonna have to come back after I get off work and finish this video. Alright, peace. Alright, y'all, I'm back, so let's get it. Hopefully I'm at the right spot. Oh, my air is not on. What the hell just happened? I need this air to be kicking, baby. Max AC. AC. Alright. Oh shit, I'm recording. Okay, so back at it. Governor Emmons is hosting her event with the two men again. There was one man who, two men who once upon a time sat at the lunch counter back in Gate Station, one black, one white, against all the ridicule, racism, and protests. And they have been friends and still friends to this day. So they there for this to speak. They there to speak on it, right? While Governor Emmons is giving her good speech, bro man tips out on her ass. So the white guy comes up to her and he say, hey Governor, you might want to cut it, you know. So she turns around and look and she like, well, Mr. Black Man, I don't know their names, I forgot, I'm sorry. Mr. Black Man looks like he's taking a well-deserved nap. And Mr. White Man like, shit, Governor, this is a nap that he may not wake up from. And everybody realized that the man is dead, y'all. He done tilted over and died. So everybody freaking out. This is not the type of press that the governor wanted to have. So yeah, the timing was all bad for her. So in the same breath, Ashe and Preston, they learned from Hobby that Arlen's gun is the one that they saying is Pastor Janae's. Oh, so they go question Arlen, and Arlen is like, what the fuck? What you mean? My gun was stolen 2 months ago. And I'm thinking, how fucking convenient, because Joy was killed 2 months ago, but they didn't even bring that. They didn't bring that together. They didn't tie those points together. But she say, okay, You felt a police put on that? He said, hell yeah, I did. Of course you would. Cover your ass, Arlen. Cover your ass. I know, boy. So they go out to find out, yes, Arlen did cover his ass with that. What the hell? So, but Arlen, of course, ain't too happy with that. He talks to the sheriff. He's like, what the fuck is going on? How the hell did my god doggone gun show up at this fucking crime scene? It shouldn't have been there. I don't know if it wasn't supposed to show up because Arlen didn't shoot the gun. I don't think that's what he was implying. Or he just saying, y'all supposed to bury that motherfucker. Nobody should have found out. Why is my gun showing up? That's what he said. You need to get the shit together. That's what he basically told Sheriff Platt. And Platt like, don't worry about that shit. These motherfuckers gonna be gone in a few weeks anyway. It's like they trying to really pin this shit on Arlen, and they getting more and more evidence. Okay, so Ashe and Preston is like, fuck, what we do now? So they decided to go talk to the reporter, Charlene, I think her name was. And she waking up, I thought she was dead. That hit last time, I thought she was dead. It didn't, but she wasn't. So she waking up, they go talk to her, and basically she tells them that the same story that Corey said, that when Joy was screaming, they walked around, they looked around the corner, and there was Arlen Cox with gun in hand. So she is corroborating, Kiana basically corroborated everything that Corey said, because that's where the reporter got her information from. But she says that, like, even if Kiana wasn't ghost in the wind right now, she wouldn't be no good because she's scared to death, and she got every right to be. I mean, look at me, look at my situation. Preston feeling all bad, you know, fuck, I done got her laid the fuck up. But they visited, but okay, one thing. So Preston is like saying, you know, I think Beck really did kill Jesse, and I really don't want to lock a black man up. At the same time, Arlen's case is thinning out. Like, our evidence against him is not stacking up, but I want to get his motherfucking ass because he's so goddamn racist. So, you know, he having a catch-22, and Ashe said something like, we got to realize that this is not about race. What people got to understand, this is about the content of somebody's character, what they really about. And I don't agree with that. That's the one thing. This has always been about race. It's always about race. And it's always about race because they have always made it so. This whole judicial system is built on institutionalized racism, and it factors back racism, you know what I'm saying? I don't care who's behind the gun, whether there's a white cop, black cop, Chinese cop, or no, did I say Chinese? I did. I was finna say Oriental, but I remember they said Oriental is supposed to be offensive. But it doesn't matter who the fuck is holding the gun. It's still racism, and it's very structured racism that they use against black and brown people. And that's what people are not understanding. It don't matter who holding the fucking gun. It's the intent that is behind the system of justice that is what's racist. And it stems from slavery, point blank period. Back in slavery times, they used motherfuckers all the time of our own skin complexion to control us. That's what the fuck the overseers were. Basically, Beck wasn't nothing but a motherfucking overseer. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, okay. It is about race. So I totally disagree with that statement, Ashe. Okay, but let's see. Where we at now? Told you I'm driving and doing this at the same time. So Beck, what the fuck? Oh, it's Beck, so okay, so after that, we get the sheriff goes over to talk to Breeland. In the meantime, Alicia pops up at Shamika's house, and Shamika's like, what the fuck, where you at, girl? Hey, girl, where you at? You know, both of them right now are feeling the loss of their sons kind of heavy. So they get together and they basically bond over their sons' lives. They sharing videos, whatever. But really, Alicia's kind of showing Shamika hers. And I see what y'all did there. Blackwoods. How y'all had her holding the camera of Jesse, and in the background you see the faded picture of Sean. Because Sean is like gone, but he not gone. I see the metaphor. I see it. Okay, that was good. So, yeah. Okay. So Breeland is basically going to decide to drop a dime on Ashe. He drew up the police report. They said that she was drunk driving, that she assaulted a police officer. She resisted breathalyzer test and all that stuff. And he's gonna send that off to the court, jeopardizing her custody case. So now Ashe is like done. She's so through with the whole entire situation of Breeland. I'm like, okay, so yeah, now I really know what side Breeland is really on. Okay, and so Caleb still doing patrols through the station, and who did he spot? He spotted Sean, and he goes into this, I guess, this old dope set. They yelling 12. Don't nobody say 12. We say one time, whatever. But they yelling 12, let them know that the police is there. But he's really there just to get Sean. He kind of have a heart-to-heart, really about racism and policing the black community, and how he feels about what Caleb's job is. And Caleb is telling him, earlier in the day, I stopped the man. He asked me for a break, and he really could use a break. So I guess me helping you right now, helping you see that this is not where you want to be, that home with your mother is where you need to be, is me doing it over. I'm getting a do-over right now. And Sean mentions that he wishes mom would stop making him Joey's do-over. Remember I mentioned that earlier, that she's saying she thinks Sean is blaming her for Joey being dead, and Sean is like feeling like, I'm tired of my mama making me feel like I should be replacing Joey. That's where he was at. Okay, what cars they got left? They barely got any fucking cars left. The hell? Okay. So, yeah. Okay. So Ashe sits down to tape her little recording of her, I want to say her final goodbyes. It almost sounded like she was gonna kill herself type of goodbye that she was giving to Kai. It's basically saying, okay, look her girl, baby girl, I love you, but this is the video that I gotta send out to you, because I'm gonna do some shit that I may not come back from, but I need you to know that I still love you type of recording. That's what she ended up giving her. And her and Preston ended up going to the little cop bar. Preston's like, what the fuck are we doing here, right? She's like, I like the music better here, whatever. But anyway, she goes to Breeland and say, hey, let me holler at you for a second, right? They go outside, talk. She's like, I know you sent me that text. I got your little funny ass text, you little bitch. What she really should have said. And he was being all rude, disrespectful, taking a whiz by her and everything. They got to some, I don't even remember how they got to the exchange of the words where she ended up saying that she was smarter than him. And then he charged at her ass. I was like, what the fuck is with all these motherfucking dudes on these TV shows that ain't got no problem coming at a woman? I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck if she a cop. What the fuck? Don't be jump batting at her like that. But he decided to come at her. They got into a little tussle. He threw her down on the ground, roughed her all the fuck up. But see, right here at this moment, at the little tee-hee-hee, Ashe already told your motherfucking ass that she was smarter than a 5th grader, and your ass ain't even made it out of kindergarten, Breeland. Let me tell you. Because she get the cuffs on that motherfucker while he had her down on the ground. Yes, she did. Got them cuffs on her ass. She got up and commenced to whooping his motherfucking ass. She picked up this pole and beat the cowboy shit up with that pole. Then she laid her hands into him. I was like, you better give it to him good, girl. Give it to him good. Even the playing field. Whoop his ass while he cuffed up. I don't give a fuck. And then he had her, she had him up against the fence or whatever, and that motherfucker put that goddamn chokehold on his neck, was choking the cowboy shit up out of him. I don't know where the fuck Preston came from, but Preston came about and he was like, Ashe. Yo, Ashe. Hey, Ashe. He had to say it about like 5 times. He didn't make no move towards her. He didn't try to gesture to help. He's like, Ashe. 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 ass. She finally let that motherfucker go, uncuffed him, and walked off like a boss. I was like, you better go, motherfucking girl. And Breeland should be thanking his bitch ass. Shit, he just saved his motherfucking life, because she's about to take every last breath out that motherfucker. Stop his heart from beating. Yes, she was. So the next thing they go, Ashe Preston back at the hotel room, and he like, what the fuck just happened? So she finally tells him everything that's been going on about the stop. And even though she didn't tell him the whole truth that this shit really did happen, she was like, you know, so what if it, no, but what, it doesn't really matter. And shit, and then at this moment, Ashe and Preston finally smashed. I know some of y'all did not want that to happen, but I was like here for it at least one time. I was like, oh, they smashed good too. They smashed good. I was like, look at that, look at that, look at that. And the perfect song was playing. It was damn, the last sentence of the song was like, you know, this is that one perfect moment. And after, you know, they had that last little bated breath. And then they cut to Carrie and Josh laying in the bed together. I was like, okay, the tables just turned Preston to Ashe. What's about to go down here? Turn to them, and Carrie asked that motherfucker, did he do it? I say, girl, you didn't listen to your goddamn mama's advice? She asked him, was it in self-defense? That's like asking that motherfucker, did you kill that boy on purpose? He looked at her, and every hope in his body faded out from him with one last, he said, yes, it was self-defense, motherfucker, is what he wanted to say. He just said, into response to was self-defense, yes. And then he turned his back to her. Baby, the tables turned for them too. The tables turned. And you can see her hand slowly trying to reach out to him, but it fades. They fade that hand out. Y'all did some good work with that. Y'all did some good work with that. I'm gonna get to the other part in another video, because this video is long as fuck. So thank y'all for watching. Again, this is Shots Fired. This part right here is episode 8. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna talk about episode 9 real soon, because that episode is good than the motherfucker, baby. Yeah, 9 is starting to get good. 9 is starting to get good. All right, y'all. Thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for being patient with me. Peace.